Thank you for joining me. Brand image, customer experience, customer engagement. Now, the last video I did, I talked about the loyalty of your staff and how they are going to help you build and engage your business, build and engage the reputation of your business, but also engage with the customers. Now, that touched several raw nerves. Now, one particular connection on social media sent me a message and said, come and have a look at our premises. So I sent a reply back, blah, blah, blah. And they said, no, there's a couple of us here work for a organisation and the way it treats the customers is disgraceful. But the boss doesn't realise it. The boss thinks they're doing the right thing. So I said, well, the only thing I can do is just genuinely pop in. I said, it's very difficult because obviously you're not paying me, you're not engaging me, there's a conflict of interest. And they said, no, we want you to do a video on the place, just come and see it. So it's a little bit... But the one thing that they said in their email and they said to me on the phone was that it is a rip-off Britain, it's a rip-off state. And they genuinely feel as members of staff that their bosses are ripping customers off. And they said, we listened to your video, we're trying to educate ourselves, we're trying to understand about the business. But we are seeing our bosses rip customers off and we don't like it. And we want to change jobs and we want to do this. So I kind of said, okay, no problem. They're in a couple of counties away, so no problem, I'll pop by. Now the problem is, and we've spoke about it before, when your business is suffering, the bosses tend to do two things, two knee-jerk reactions. They discount heavily or they put the prices up. And although you're going to tell me, well, yeah, it's an economic climate, no. Every year your business prices should go up. They should reflect inflation. If you've got a transport company, you've got fuel costs. If you've got gym membership, you've got maintenance costs. People understand that. So a couple of quid here, a couple of quid there, 5%, 3%. People don't mind that. People really don't. But when you start publicising massively, oh, we haven't done it. We haven't done this and we've now got to have a big increase. And you start then discounting other stuff around the store, there becomes a problem. Now, year on year, you should be improving your customer relationship. You should be improving your brand. You should be improving your image. You should be growing. Like we were talking about the business as a baby. It grows day on day, year on year. And then you get a situation where something isn't happening or it's not going the way you want it to. You look at the figures and you go, oh, we haven't got the growth we wanted. And then you look at the next year's figures and go, well, we haven't got the growth we wanted. And you start to consider what you need to do. Now, most bosses, like I say, do two things. And don't get me wrong, I've seen it over 20 years of doing this kind of business. They discount heavily, which kind of gets people's attention. Oh, that's a bit of a deal. I'll have a bit of a deal. But you're not going after your loyal customers. Now, I need you to put your hat on. How would you feel if you joined a venue, joined a club, joined a loyalty scheme, and then found that they were giving better loyalty and better discounts to somebody that has never shopped there before? So let's put this into perspective, and I want you to try and get this. And the only way I've thought I can do this properly is to try and put it in a golf club environment. So this is kind of how it is. The golf club, you turn up, ring up, you can have a price to pay. Right, no problem, I'm happy with that. £40 a round. Right, yeah, happy with that. Cool. So you play your round of golf, cost you £40. Happy, you get all the facilities and everything else, brilliant, for £40. You then join the club. Joining the club's good. I get I'm now a member. So what do the members get? Well, the members get discount. Okay, fine, because I'm going to be there a bit more often. I'm going to bring friends in. There's a bit of loyalty here. You want me to come more often. So I now pay a little bit of a subscription a year. I get some discount off the clothing and I get blah, 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 a bit of tea and coffee. but I pay £35 a round. So I'm paying £35 a round and I'm paying my membership every month. Cool, not a problem. Now, the business is struggling. So instead of them advertising it's £40 a round and members at 35, they've now done one that all of a sudden the weather's hit. We're going to do big banner alongside the road, £25 a round. Well, hang on a minute. I come regularly and I don't get that option. And I was paying £40 6 months ago. Now you've dropped it to 25. You've been ripping me off. And there's even one up there that says, ladies, free. So you've got to understand, and this is the big thing, that this is why these couple of employees invited me out. What your business is doing. Understand, as a business owner, you might want a knee-jerk reaction, get some more money in, but you want to step outside your business. Window on the world. I've been saying it for years, and I have really been saying it for years. Step outside and see what your customers think of you. Now, the one thing that really, really irritated me when I went and watched this is that they can't even justify the prices. We all get in the country clothing, motorsport clothing, football clothing, in some respects every sports clothing. At the end of the year, you have an end of season sale. We get that. That's guaranteed probably across all the sectors. We get it in the supermarkets. It's getting near the end of date. It's a sale. It's a discount. We get that. But the one things that you get really annoyed with as a customer is that when you've bought something and 2 weeks later it's reduced cheaper than you paid for it for no apparent reason. Now, there used to be a big furniture superstore used to do that. Oh, it was a winter sale, summer sale, classic sale, anniversary sale. But basically, they're ripping us off. And this is where the problem goes. Customers now, and this is what these two employees wanted to say to me, customers now are very much price driven, and they're price driven because bosses are throwing stuff away. The markup on clothing, the markup on equipment, the markup on events, the markup on cars is so great that they're ripping people off. Oh, we discount that. Oh, we need a sale. Oh, sell it off cheap. Now, you need to understand how your customers feel. One of them goes in and buys a car and gets a discount, fine. Next customer goes in, gets a deal, doesn't get the same discount. Those two then go on Facebook and talk about it. So all of a sudden your business is having this bad reputation. And trust me, I've been to events, I've been to venues, I've been to sporting venues where one year there's lots and lots of people there. The next year there's nothing. They've either jacked the prices up or they've done whatever they've done. And all of a sudden then they're complaining, oh, we haven't got the people coming in, it's not growing, we haven't, year on year we should be increases. Take a step back outside. Like I keep telling you, window on the world. What do your customers look at with your business? What have they been buying into? Most of them haven't been buying in on price. They've been buying in on a loyalty. And that loyalty gets broken when you start to discount, when you start to jack your prices up. Now, I know in the golf world, and I know in the sporting, the leisure world, in the gym, DKS Sport used to run a gym. The one thing we never did was put our prices discounted. Never did it. You got free stuff, like you got free spin classes, you got free personal training when you became a member. So that there was a lot more benefits to being a member. We never did discounts, we never did whatever. It was a case of when you're a member, you're part of the family, you're part of the team, you got what we consider to be part of it. And that worked really well. And people praised us for that. New members would come in, but there was nobody outside got a better deal than the people that had already paid up and joined. So bear that in mind. It takes you a lot of time to get a customer, and those customers can get you a lot more customers. So why rip them off trying to go and chase somebody new that's only coming on price? And when you've done that price and you've done that half price deal, sooner or later, price has got to go up. And the price goes back up, you've lost both of them customers. So be aware of that knee-jerk reaction. Have a good day. Take care.